We're starting off the year by giving a recap of some of the big stories we covered in 2022, including the more than 2,000 Las Vegas city employees who earned six figures. We bring in Rachel O'Brien for this week's segment of Open the Books. Hi, Rachel. Thank you for being here. Let's start with Las Vegas employees. They're well paid, many making more than six figures, but they're also earning tens of thousands of dollars in overtime. What have you found?
That's right, Kim. So more than 2,000 Las Vegas city employees earned $100,000 or more in 2021. And of course, more in 2022. We don't have those figures yet, but the highest paid was the former city manager, Scott Adams. He took home over $372,000 in salary and benefits. And then you have more than 600 employees who made at least $10,000 in overtime pay. Many of them are firefighters. Colin Sears made the most. He is a firefighter. He earned the most overtime, $120,000 in overtime on top of his $180,000 base salary. So you're seeing a lot of overtime adding to the payroll costs. In total, there were 477 firefighters who earned between $10,000 and $120,000 in overtime. So these employees are able to double and sometimes triple their salaries.
And Rachel, I know people who take issue with that, specifically the firefighters, and there are a variety of reasons why those overtime costs ended up being the dollar amount they were, but they just say it's a supply and demand issue. Whenever they have an open firefighter position, they get thousands of people who want to fill that position, so they're just saying that they don't need to be paying them as much as they're making, and so that's the beef I get from the public when we bring this up. In other news that would get some people kind of worked up, some retired Las Vegas city workers collected more than $300,000 in retirement benefits, and so some wonder why so much.
Right. So you have the Nevada Public Employees Retirement System being underfunded by more than $9 billion. There's a $9 billion gap, and you have people who were making a lot of money when they were employed. Chris Alt, the former football coach, University of Nevada, Reno, he was there for 28 years. He built the football program. He was a coach. He retired in 2012. He's got a $310,000 pension. And then you have other people who are sort of questionable. Rossi Rallencotter, the former head of the Las Vegas Convention Visitors Authority, he left sort of under a cloud. He pled no contest to a misdemeanor, and he was able to keep his pension. He has a $289,000 pension. Then you have people like Donald O'Shaughnessy. He's a former fire battalion chief in Clark County. He retired making more. His pension is more, $234,000 more than what he made in a salary. He made $224,000. So you have these people being paid very well with their pensions, and the pension system can't afford it. It's not like it's doing really well. There needs to be some reforms. Otherwise, that money is going to run out, and Nevada taxpayers are the ones who can't afford it.
And that's really the bottom line here. And I've talked with city managers and planners in other major cities like Los Angeles, where they're saying it's not sustainable. They're trying to support three police departments under one umbrella. You've got the active police, you've got the retired police, and then you have, it is a lot to take in. We appreciate you breaking it all down for us, Rachel. It sounds like we're going to start seeing you on a somewhat regular basis here. Is it once a week we get to check in with you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, happy 2023, and we look forward to you dissecting the numbers and giving us context for our community. Thank you, Rachel.